Groundhog Day doing this. My hello, replay viewers. Let's see who tunes on in. I have a wacky subject to talk about. Let's see if anyone tunes in. Bloody hell, it's so hot out here. Fell asleep, took a nap, ate some Chinese food. It's a crazy day today. It turned out to be a crazy day. Good to see you, Jen, out there in Minnesota. Unibergen out there in Montreal. Good to see y'all. Hope your day was fruitful and fantastic. Stephanie Gray, good to see you. Welcome. Michelle, good to see you. Julie B.O.G. Robert T. Are we doing the weird names now? I think we're doing the weird name thing. Good to see you, Dave, out there in Georgia. When is the next full moon? I don't know, Julie B. I don't know. It's hot as fuck outside. Well, not that bad. It's not as bad as it was earlier. It's not as bad as it was earlier. It's still warm though. Good to see you, Deb. Welcome. Had a crazy day. Good to see you, Dave Jeffrey. Good to see you, Miss Cecilia. Good to see you. It's hot there in Georgia. Yeah, it's hot all over the East Coast. Doing great today. Had a really nice tour. I should never judge books by their cover. Everybody tipped. So that was nice. Everybody tipped. We did a really good pace. But by the time I ended the tour, the road temperature was 112 Fahrenheit. Good to see you, Lisa UK girl. Welcome. You miss seeing Cheryl? Me too. Me too. Had a great tour there, Stephanie. Had a great tour today. But it was so hot, I wasn't even going to try to live stream today. It's just too hot for me and the equipment. So went home, picked up some Chinese food, and had an interesting encounter with, I don't think she's a local, but had a very intense exchange with somebody who was demanding $50 from me. That kind of sucked, but persevered. Yeah, it's too hot out there. Well, Arizona, yeah. I'm happy I'm by the beach there. I love living down here. It's nice being by the beach. Good to see you, Kay. Good to see you, Sally. But yes, the road temperature was 112. With all the traffic and the reflection of the light, it was like 112, 115. It was hot. So went home. Yeah, no, this woman who had a child. What kind of Chinese food? I had General Tao's chicken with brown rice. Yeah, Shar, it was annoying. Good to see you. This woman had a child, and she saw me. I was waiting for my food in the Chinese place. She came in, and she asked me about a Verizon store, because she did have a cell phone in her hand. And I was like, I looked it up, and the conversation went from she needs to go to the Verizon store to if I could give her any money. And I was like, no, not really. I don't really have cash on me. And then she proceeded to escalate the issue. She started getting very demanding and loud and yelling. And she's like, you need to give me $50. And I was like, $50? I offered to get her daughter, who was no more than 6 or 8 years old. I then offered to get her daughter a bottle of water. And she's like, I don't want a bottle of water. What threw me off was that she's not the normal demographic to be a crack fiend, but she was definitely fiending for something. And, kind of maybe Eastern European, Russian woman, thick accent, probably a little bit younger than me, but she was screaming, ranting, raving, and I held my composure because she had a child with her. I got my food as she continued to yell, demanding $50, walked out of the store, and then I went around the corner to the little bodega to get myself a Dr. Pepper to go with my Chinese food. She was then quickly turned away at the entrance to the store, and the guy said, well, just get out of here. So she literally waited for me out in front of the candy shop. And then when I came out of the candy shop, she started yelling at me again. And then that's when the heat got to me. I had my falling down moment. Good to see you, JR. Welcome. I had my falling down moment. And I got really loud. Everybody stopped. People were staring. And luckily, one of the $3 cab guys, it pays to be nice to the $3 cab guys. I guess the guy saw what was going down. So he honked his horn furiously at the corner right in front of me and proceeded to wave me into his car. So I went into his car. The woman then proceeded to open the car door, which was pretty incredible. But by that point, the doors were locked. We did a crazy U-turn. And then we started heading back to the West End, and it was a crazy exchange. Too much adrenaline. I had too much adrenaline after that. So, good to see you, Jan. But yeah, $50. Good to see you, Michelle King. Good to see you, JR. But I think she might have been mentally ill or something like that. But the problem was that she had a kid with her. She had a little girl with her. And that just made me feel terrible. I hope to see the $3 cab guy. So right now I'm walking over to Stowell Avenue, the scene of the crime. And gonna head over to Stowell Avenue, pick up the Duchess. We're gonna go to the supermarket, and then we're gonna take a $3 cab back to the house. So I hope I run into that guy again. But yeah, Stephanie, I'm sorry you have to live in that kind of way, but, and it's like 100 Canadian, $50. But it was just very disturbing. And the whole time I yelled, I had to turn on my tour guide voice. So I got very loud, but I did not curse one word. I acted like I was still on the clock, but I had to be loud and angry. But I came home, had to calm down after that. It took me like 2 episodes of watching classic Finders Keepers from 1988 to calm me down. And then I finally got to eat. And I put on some relaxing music and talked to the Duchess on the phone for like an hour. And then, ate. Ended up taking a nap. So if I look tired, yes, I just woke up from a nap. And now we're here walking the boardwalk. You got accosted by the drunk on the pier by a drunk. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. But Jackson, I don't know how many fingers. Yeah, somebody like that on the express bus yesterday started punching the bus after she got off. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, blast from the past, right? Yeah, no, exactly. They aren't mentally ill. I think they're just lazy and entitled. I don't know if she would have said that to anybody else in the neighborhood. I don't know why she focused on me, and she really locked on me. But just the kid part was just throwing me off. But anyway, right when I think everything is done and calm, our tempered glass shower door exploded. Yes. I did not know that this was a thing. I started watching YouTube videos like a crazy person, terrorizing myself and my mind and my imagination. But our shower door in the house literally exploded. Thank God nobody was in the bathroom. Nobody was in the bathroom. Nobody was taking a shower. But maybe the temperature difference between the inside of the shower and the bathroom itself, because the AC is running good and it's cold in the house, maybe that has something to do with it. But evidently, it's like a regular thing that happens all the time. Tempered glass shower doors just fucking exploding. And the most dangerous case of that was there was a woman this was 2 years ago, there was a woman at a hotel. She was taking a shower. The tempered glass shower door exploded, and a piece went into like her neck and her arm, and luckily she didn't cut any arteries, but she was all cut up. There was also this little boy, must have been like 9-10 years old, and he was in the shower when the door exploded. It's like a regular fucking thing. Look it up on YouTube. 97 degrees down there in Texarkana. Good to see you there. Good to see you, Mark Freeman. Good to see you, Hoops. I don't remember you. No, I don't remember you. This is impossible. Okay, I don't remember you. If you're not a regular in my chat, I don't remember you. You have not left a memorable impression with me. Good to see you, Jay Chulo. Welcome. But yeah. Yes, exactly, Quacky. Good to see you, Quacky. I would lend you $50. I will gladly lend you $50. What shampoo do I use? I use Head and Shoulders because my skin gets very dry. There you go. I know you're going to judge that, make fun of it. It's fine. But anyway, yeah. So it was an eventful day today. The tour was really good. We only had what's a male version of a Karen? We only had one problem. Yeah, New York City is in a subtropical environment. Yeah, I talked about that this morning there under New York. Good to see you, Robert. Good to see you there, B-Ban. Welcome. Yes, random questions brought to us by Schaefer Beer. But had a guy who was on an electric bike. So he could have just rode his bike and passed us. A Chad. Thank you so much there, Jen. A Chad. We had a Chad. And he proceeded to yell mostly at me, but I had a great group of riders today, all from the Netherlands. And, we had all from the Netherlands and one guy from France. One guy from France thrown in for good luck. But I had some riders that were going like too wide. They know how to ride, so they were riding two abreast. The bike lane on Manhattan Bridge is pretty narrow, but they were good riders. And this guy just like lost his shit. Why do you have all these people riding the bikes like that? And I'm like, it's okay, bro. And I know I said bro extra sarcastic like that. What I just did was nowhere close to what I hit. It was a good one. It was like, it was like one of those. And that set him off. So I kept on calling him bro. And I will tell you why I kept on calling him bro. It's because I know he's one of these fucking gentrifiers that come here to New York. They come here, they raise their rent, then they fucking leave. A real New Yorker would not talk the way he talked to me. I know it. And Long Island doesn't count. New Jersey doesn't count. Tri-state area doesn't count. You gotta be from 5 boroughs. Anyway. Yeah, Robert, I was extra crazy. Advice for buying a car? Don't buy one. I will have a better date tomorrow. I'm going to the beach. Have I ever been on the Manhattan Bridge when it violently shakes? Of course, many times. Today, actually. Every time you ride over the bridge with a subway train, you feel the bridge bounce. So yes, it doesn't really shake. The last time I walked the Manhattan Bridge on live stream, I felt it shake. Check out the replay. Been there, done that. Yeah, I broed somebody hard today. Like hard. The guests liked it. It was fun. It was a New York moment. And not a single curse was uttered. Good to see you, Jermaine James. You hear the Manhattan Bridge when you play sometimes? Oh, yeah. Didn't it? Isn't suspension bridges great? Aren't suspension bridges great? Arthmar Armin would be proud. Good to see you, Danette. I hope you and Anthony are enjoying the air conditioning. Hope you all are enjoying the wonders of air conditioning, because today is one of those days. Today is one of those days. But yeah, all in all, it was a good day. I'm just a little pissed off I wasn't able to live stream today. I really wanted to get a live stream in. I really wanted to do like the whole I'm going to suffer in 100-degree heat live stream for you guys, but I knew I would have damaged the phone if I would have done it. I have no idea, JR. Yeah, I have no idea why YouTube is doing that. I got this. Of course, Bloom Long. Yes, Bloom Moo Long. Yes, indeed. I always have it. I have no choice but to have it. I am the creator of my own destiny. And I am confident that I am leading myself into a better and more prosperous future at my own pace. I am the content creator, right? So there you go. People hopping off the Coney Island beach. Good to see you, Mrs. Metalhead. I hope work was not too bad today. Hope you had a prosperous day at work. We're almost to the parachute jump. We're almost to it. Oh my goodness, people. But yeah, my exciting day. Tomorrow, I'm gonna try to make a short video about going to the beach. I keep on forgetting to do that. I just get so enthralled with going somewhere where I don't have cell service. There is a novelty in that, knowing that you're gonna go somewhere that you have no cellular service. And there's also something very calming and you kind of reset your brain when you're away from a data connection for a whole day. Yeah, I have just enough data out there to refresh my weather radar like every hour or two. So, yeah. But good to see everybody. Welcome. You read at pier, no device, calming. There you go. Yeah, I know. Got to finish early. Nice. That's good news. It's always nice finishing your work early. Going back to the good old days, not needing a phone. I know, seriously, Deb. You know what? You know what's great, Deb? I reactivated my old iPod Nano. I got a new Bluetooth speaker, and I programmed my Nano to mimic radio. So there's like those Grand Theft Auto commercials. And oh, copy that, my love. Pulling into Stillwell. Good. Good. The Duchess is pulling into Stillwell. So now with the beach tent, I just set the music up. It's nice. Last time I went to the beach, it felt like a vacation. It really did feel like a vacation. Set the music up. Gotta grab some snacks. I forgot to get pretzels and or potato chips last time we went to the beach, so I'm just gonna buy them. I have a Generation 7 Nano. It has 2 weeks worth of music on it. It's completely filled with music, and you just leave it on. You leave it on random, so it randomly goes through the whole playlist. It's so good. And I forgot some of the songs I had on there. I'm like, ooh, I got this song on here. Ooh. So, you still got your Zune? Let's fucking go! Hells yeah, Stephanie. Yo! Zune is the king of proprietary software. iPod you can kind of dick around with. You don't necessarily need iTunes, but fucking Zune, man. The playlist is fantastic, Mark. It's a 2-week playlist. Beltway Motor, good to see you. I don't know why they're displaying your names like that, by the way. I did not set anything. This morning we had normal names. So, still blows your mind. You know what, Cracky? I don't understand. There is a market for something that only plays music. I don't get it. Jay, would you like to hear that playlist? One of these days, I should just show it to you guys on the live stream. Show you my iPod playlist. Then I have the big iPod, which I don't know where it is. I lost it somewhere here in Coney. I have an 80 gig iPod. The reason why I use the Nano when I go to the beach is 1, it's really, really small. And 2, it's like Bluetooth. So I could just go to the Bluetooth speaker nice. But Autumn Alluring, good to see you. I know they still sell CD players. I've seen a CD player with programmable radio and internal MP3 storage. I miss my Walkman. I used to have a couple. There was a Walkman that I had. It was the kind that was like, it was like really thin, like folded around the cassette. I fucking miss that thing. That thing used to get all the radio stations. I could curate playlists for people, yeah. Yeah, no, they should, JR. They should. Yeah, I got an 80 gig iPod self. And it's literally, when I find that bad boy, but it's filled with music, but I don't take it to the beach because what's on my Nano is enough. And plus the Nano is literally designed for me being on a bike and going to the beach. Good to see you, Anne. Welcome. All right, almost to Stillwell. My love, wait for me at Stillwell, or maybe in front of Dunkin' Donuts. Still got cassette tapes. I have cassette tapes in Bay Ridge. I got a lot of cassette tapes in Bay Ridge. Yay! There's a parachute jump. Yay! Damn, somebody playing the house music. But I mean, how great, the iPod Nano 7th generation is just like, it's so good. I don't know why we don't have anything like that still. It's like an iPhone touch display, but it's not. It hasn't been updated in over 10 years. I love that thing. It is pretty. It is pretty. It's finally cooling down, which is nice.
And now he's got an entry too because it's like, yeah,
Thanks for keeping me company, guys. I really do appreciate it. But now I'm going to pick up the Duchess and we're going to go to the supermarket and then we'll head home. Right? Oh my God, you sold all your records? I would regret that too. You got to hold on to those bad boys. If anything, what you got to do is digitize them. You got to digitize your albums. Mr. Metalhead would know a thing or two about that. You digitize them. There's a guy on YouTube. He's my favorite city pop station. And he has stuff. This guy streams stuff you can't find. You can't even find like the songs individually on YouTube. There's like a good 20% of the music that he plays on this YouTube channel. The music is straight from an album. You could hear the little pops and all the little sounds in it. And I'll look up the song. I'm like, ooh, this song's really nice. And I will look up the song name. Can't find it anywhere. And oh my goodness, Daniel Cruz. That's Steve Cruz, but Daniel Cruz with a $5 super chat. Daniel Cruz, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $5 super chat. You have bought me and the Duchess's cab ride home. Thank you. We're going to go to the supermarket. We're going to go to the supermarket. And we're going to take the cab home, so thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Daniel. Or is that Steve Cruz? Let me know. I don't know why it's showing you. I don't know why it's showing me your @ name instead of your username. YouTube be so funny. YouTube be so funny. Oh, it's still fucking hot out here. You get walking and get hot. That's why tomorrow I am going to the fucking beach. I'm gonna be in that water all day. I'm gonna go swim with the sharks. Hopefully no jellyfish. I know, YouTube's crazy, Quacky. YouTube done lost their mind. Oh no, and Daniel Cruz with another $2 super chat. Daniel Cruz, thank you so much for an additional $2 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $7 club. Much, much, much appreciated. The big additional $2 super. Who's Steve Cruz? I don't know. A guy who is very generous on this channel. He's out there in the Big Easy, New Orleans, Louisiana. But Daniel, I appreciate that. YouTube done lost their mind.
Popped out with a brand new dude. Popped out with a brand new team. Dropped this nigga
Oh, all right. She's mobile. She's moving. All right. It's time to go shopping. Time to go shopping. Ah, yeah. I got what I want. And I hope you guys get what you want. Whatever you dream of in your dream of dreams. But enjoy your night too there, Kate Carl. The Duchess tips her crown to all of y'all. And it's time for me to head over to the food bazaar. Daniel Cruz, thank you so much for that. Oh my goodness, and Jan Bass. Bloody hell, Jan Bass with a $10 super chat. Jan, thank you so much, very generous $10 super chat. Thank you so much for today's $10 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $10 super chat. Oh my goodness, Jan, you did not have to. Daniel Cruz, you did not have to as well. So thank you, Daniel Cruz, with the $7. Jan Bass with the $10. Bloody hell, here we go. We do it, guys. Are we really doing this? And Jen with a $5 super chat. Whew, Jen, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated with big $5 super chat. Actually, we'll keep on going this. Yeah, keep on going this way. Oh my goodness, Ashley Thompson, hello. Good to see ya. But Jen, now I'm awake. It has been a while. But Jen, thank you so much out there in Minnesota with a very generous $5 super chat. Jan Bass with a very generous $10 super chat. And Daniel Cruz with a very generous $7 super chat. Guys, thank you so much. And oh my God, another one. And Deborah. Should we just keep going? And Felix the Master with a $2 super chat. And Deborah with a $5 super chat. Felix, Deborah, thank you so much for the very generous $5 and $2 super chats, respectively. Thank you so much for joining today's $2 and $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated, huh? Should we just take you guys to the supermarket now? I guess we'll take you guys to the supermarket. Actually, maybe not all the way to the supermarket, but I'll show you some cool stuff. We'll stay on since we're getting all these super chats. Like Autumn Alluring, bloody hell, Autumn, you don't have to do that. Autumn Alluring with a $1 super chat. Autumn Alluring, thank you so much for the very generous $1 super chat. Thanks for joining today's $1 club. Much, much, much appreciated for the big $1 super chat. It's not a fruit bazaar, it's a food bazaar. It's a food bazaar. Oh my goodness. Woo! You guys are being awfully kind. Thank you guys so much. Much, 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 much appreciated. The Duchess is walking extra fast now because I see why. It's like no humans. So now we're passing the subway station. Where the subway is, there's a subway here at the subway station. So you get a Subway sandwich at the subway station. So the subway is Subway. I know, you can definitely, now I could definitely, Quacky, now I could definitely lend you $50. Absolutely. We can make that happen if you want. We could make that happen if you want. Where's the guy? Where's the doo-doo? I don't see him. Maybe he's out on a run. Maybe when we come back, he'll be here. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Nice and loud. Nice and loud. Walking in front of buses. Okay, we're good. We're good. We do hunt Jigglypuffs, Jen. Jen, we're going to be hunting Jigglypuffs over at Shea Stadium next month. There is a Pokemon Go event happening. That's the August Monday August 25th. So we will be at Citi Field for the game. You like that? Hear that subway running? The D train is right above us. Oh yeah. But unfortunately, all of the water that comes off the, all the condensation that comes off of the subway trains comes down here onto the sidewalk. New York is an animal cage, absolutely. It's an awesome animal cage with some of the best food you could ever imagine. And beautiful people, minus the crazy ones. I love it. I can't live. Me and the Duchess can't live anywhere else. What was that? We walked through like rust. I think we walked through like rust. My shoes don't do that weird squeak anymore. That's a good thing.
So hot it's dry.
Right, about to say it's so hot it dried them. Yeah. Born to be a winner. Born to be the very best. Born to be a winner. Born to be the very best. Good to see you from Albany. The best sandwich place? I mean, in Manhattan, I would go to Katz. That's kind of here in Southern Brooklyn. What's his name? What's his name? John's Deli. See, the Duchess knows when my brain fog hits. John's Deli is the best. I was actually born to be a winner, born to be a champion, born to be a winner, born to be the very best. Anyway. Really? Coming to New York, you go to Shea Stadium? Nice. What does that say? Can I give you a shout out, Michaela? There you go. What's going on? I answer all the chat. But good to see you, Michaela. Your birthday is Friday? Oh shit, I'm gonna have to get my singing voice ready and sing happy birthday. Oh my God, John Tarpley. Wow, John, you just made me realize I have a Venmo. John Tarpley, thank you so much for the $5 Venmo. Thank you so much for today's $5 Venmo club. Much appreciated with a big $5 Venmo. We're getting Venmos. Is the Venmo link even on this channel? I do look like an older David Cross. I have more hair than him. What's going on, William? I know, what's up with the trains today? Yeah, there was a power outage at West 4th Street. I've never been to Turkey. Good to see you, Leela. Welcome. I've never been to Turkey. I would love to visit Turkey, but I've never been there. What time is it? 8:09 Eastern time. What's the temperature? It's like, I think it's 85 still, but the humidity makes it feel like 90 something. There you go. We're going to pass by Totono's. I want to go over there, but there's nothing happening over there. Not tonight. The Verrazano clubs. See, that's a pigeon coop up there. That's what a pigeon coop looks like. That's a really big pigeon coop right there. Shown season 3, Gravesend, and then right over there, that's the Cadillac Club right over there. That's the Brooklyn Cadillac Club. Nothing says Brooklyn Cadillac Club by having most of your meetings out on Long Island. 98 there, Courtney. Nice. Turn on the air conditioning. Turn on the air conditioning. So what's the Cadillac Club? The Cadillac Club is where all these guys get together and they have like these really vintage and nice tricked out mint condition Cadillacs. And then they have various car shows around the New York tri-state area. What country am I in? The United States. Coney Island is in New York City, in Brooklyn, the borough of Brooklyn in New York City. And we're in the United States. Lopez, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah. We're walking to the magical, not so magical, food bazaar right now. And you know, we're gonna cross here. We're gonna cross here. That other intersection's really dangerous. There we go. See? We need provisions for tomorrow. We're gonna go to the beach tomorrow, and I know I'm not gonna wanna go to the supermarket after I get back from the beach. So you guys bought our seltzer, our cab ride back to the house. You bought the seltzer, and you guys were generous. So the seltzer, the bag of chips that we need, and maybe some snacky cakes in honor of Quacky Snacks. I'll get some snacky cakes, as I call them. Maybe a ring ding, maybe a ho ho, something. Because you know what we are? We're born to be a winner, born to be the very best, born to be a winner, born to be a champion. That song has been stuck in my head all day, my love. I have oatmeal cream pies at the house. I have oatmeal cream pies at the house already. Oh my God, I'm Myrna Bergen. Oh my God, now we gotta buy Oreos, my love. Myrna Bergen doing a $5 Canadian super chat. I will get some Oreos with that. That's it. I'm gonna get them fudge dipped Oreos. Myrna Bergen, thank you so much for a very generous $5 super chat. Thanks for joining today's $5 club. Much appreciated. With a big $5 super chat. Yes, Quacky Snack cakes are the best. When I picture Quacky Snack cakes, you know what I picture? I picture some chocolate cake in the shape of a penguin. Right, my love? Right? That makes sense, right? Yeah. No, I'm not. No, we don't like Snickers. We don't like Snickers bars. Maybe a Three Musketeers though. No. Twix. We will get some Twix bars. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for keeping now us company. I appreciate it, guys. $34. Holy crap, guys. Thank you. Oh my God, gas no snack cakes with the penguin on them. That's right. You remember those? Gastinos. That's like the Mexican ones, right? For some reason, I could see them. I think I might have saw them in my market research days. With secret ingredient. I eat them cakes. I sleep like a baby. I sleep the sleep of ages. Nice afterglow. Getting darker. Right? Yeah, right, those. Yeah, I remember those. Those are the Mexican snacky cakes. Them things are good. You know why they're good? They have real sugar. They have the cane sugar. They don't have the fructose crap in them. Even though I love fructose. Can't you tell with my gut? We're good. We're good. All right. About to walk over to Coney Island Creek. You're sipping on Clearly Canadian. Ooh, that sounds good. We're either going to get Hal's seltzer or a Polar seltzer. One of those two we will get. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thursday, unfortunately, it is looking like it's going to be a washout. But Friday, attention to the metalheads, Friday is going to be that crazy cool weather night. It's going to be another really beautiful night for Fireworks Friday. And this weekend, we will be doing a summer streets bike ride after I work on Saturday morning. And yeah, that's going to to be a great live stream on Saturday. So Friday, Saturday, we got some good live streams coming up. They're made in Worcestershire. Yeah. Oh, Polar seltzers are made in Rochester, right? Rochester. Nice. Yeah, we're fans of Polar. But Hal's is the gold standard. Woo! We made it to the food bazaar. We made it to the food bazaar. Yeah, baby. He's playing the food bazaar music. It's a little cooler now, Ollie. Still fucking hot, though. Still fucking hot. Okay, now this is the scary part because I'll stay behind you, Milo. Because now we got to walk down the driveway here. There's no pedestrian entrance to this supermarket. So it's like we live in the suburbs. I feel like this is a very Florida feeling right now. You're walking into the parking lot and you're right here in the middle of the road. But it's all right. All right, guys. Everybody who super chatted, thank you guys so much for super chatting. It is really deeply appreciated. You literally bought all the stuff I'm about to buy right now, so I appreciate that. Thanks. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, having fun with me, keeping me company. And from the food bazaar here next to the Coney Island Creek, this is Dutch Maz and the Duchess signing off. Have yourself a fabulous Coney Island day, whether you can afford to live here or not. Hug your loved ones, cherish those beautiful moments, and good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I'll see you later, guys. Appreciate you guys. Bye-bye. Yeah.